look at some of the sample clips that we have for you. Wow. Now, how many times have you watched that clip?
I'm quite embarrassed to actually see my clip by myself. So I haven't seen it that many times, but I did watch it, more than 5-6 times.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure your parents are all the time,
I guess so.
And
this is my daughter.
Yeah. No, it makes me energized seeing it too.
Thank you.
Very proud to be a Korean, all kinds of things. And for that moment when they asked you to go on your own, by yourself, with your friend playing right there in the piano, standing there in front of her, what was your thought?
Well, basically, we got eliminated first. So we went off stage. Then it was shocking enough to get eliminated. Then someone said, Sue, you need to go back on stage. And I'm like, no way, it's okay. No, Simon's calling you back. I'm like, you know Simon, he's very blunt, straightforward.
That's my curious question too, about Simon.
He doesn't swear to you, but he is just blunt person, very straightforward. So I was really nervous saying, is he going to swear at me? What is he going to say? Then the first line was one of those, I think you're talented, or I think you're good. Then I'm thinking, oh, this is going the right way, not the wrong way. So I'm like, okay, let's stand here for a bit. Then he gave me an option if I wanted to do a solo. Then I had lots of thoughts in my mind, flashbacks. I couldn't say yes at the beginning. I was on there for like 5-6 minutes. But the thing was, I wasn't sure what to play tomorrow. He said, why don't you come back tomorrow? I'm like, oh my God, I don't know, because I've been practicing with Janine and, the other person, which he didn't make it to the show. But I was like, oh, what should I play? And though, I have to kind of ask my best friend. She was a close friend of mine.
Right.
So I had flashback thinking, oh, I remember having a conversation with her saying, heart to heart, bit of wine, Then we kind of did say, we should be happy for one another if one gets eliminated. And I thought, at that time, and Simon did say, you know what, this is your last chance. I'm not going to ask you again, because I've been standing there. And I was speechless. I mean, people think we made a drama, but it was real situation. So I was blown away with the fact that he asked me for a, solo chance. Then I took it, because he did say, it's going to be your last option, and it's not going to, ever happen again. Then I'm thinking, you know what? You're right. I should take it. And she should understand for me, because we had this conversation, and I would be definitely happy for her too, if she had the option. Right. And then I just took the opportunity, and that's why I'm here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. So behind the stage and the backstage, do you run into Simon at all, or do you see him or the other judges at all?
Yeah, I saw Piers, Amanda, and Simon. He did, you know what, he is blunt, straightforward person, but as a passing comment, he said, I enjoyed your performance, and he did encourage me to do well for my semi-finals as well. So, yeah. Even though he's a harsh person, he speaks his mind. But if he thinks you're a little bit talented, he does encourage you. Yeah.
Wow. Did you ever get a picture with him? I gotta get a picture with Simon.
No, I didn't even think about that. All I was focused on is I have to perform well.
Yeah, to impress them all, and not only just the judges, the whole audience. Yeah, that was quite amazing. Wow. Okay, so when this was over, going back home, because Janine was your roommate.
No, we didn't live together back then. We used to live together. That was what I was saying. Yeah.
So after this whole thing was over, did you ever have a conversation with her at all?
I mean, when we were on the car back, because we didn't get an audition at London, so we had to drive all the way to Birmingham. So it was like 3 hours drive. We were just saying, that Adam was really happy for me as well. He was called Adam, but he didn't get to perform on stage.
Yeah.
And she said, you know what, you always dreamt of this and you are better off on your own as a solo artist. So she was quite happy for me. And a few days later, it was my birthday, and she bought a gift and said, you should try it on your own. And everything was totally fine. And then I think what happened was, the tabloid made it worse when it got on air, the Britain's Got Talent. It made it seem like she was terrible and I was okay. So it made a huge tick on my page and an X on her page. So things like that, it kind of builds up. And
it's always this media, you know.
It was definitely the media and tabloids which brought this all.
Wow. Well, when you saw these on the tabloid and the news about, they made it bigger about you and your friend, you know, breaking up as a friend. What were you thinking when you were reading this?
I was actually shocked, some of the tabloids articles, because obviously I don't, they put nasty stuff. It's not true. And obviously I have to handle it because, we're adults and we chose to take this entertainment route and we applied ourselves. So, I just took it as a pinch of salt,
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so it was all over with, and all of Britain probably have seen this.
Yeah.
After this, when you're going to the store, you're going to the movies with friends or restaurants, did people recognize you on the streets in London?
Well, yeah. What happened was that Britain's Got Talent program is over 50% of population watches it. So basically, after the show, when I walk out to just grab a coffee, people come up to me, hey, are you the girl are you Susan? Britain's Got Talent. Yeah, they were fascinated by my performance, which was really nice of them to say and encouraging, saying you did the right thing, which is very nice. They even made a poll at Britain's Got Talent page saying, did Sue make the right decision? And 97% said yes.
Wow.
And then 3% said, no, she didn't. But, we all grow from our, mistakes.
That's right.
And,
okay. Now, one last question here on this.
Okay.
You decided to do your debut here in Korea.
Yep.
But you were on Britain's Got Talent, and that's where you got your fame.
Yep.
So why did you choose Korea and not over...
Well, I had an agency back in England straight after Britain's Got Talent. Only finalist or top 3 gets an agency, but I got a call and said they really liked my performance. So I got on the same agency as Diversity, who won the show.
Okay.
And I did lots of events and gigs. But I thought a lot about this, but I lived in London, England, for about 13, 14 years.
Yeah.
And it was time for me to come back home because I'm Korean and I wanted to show Korean people that through my talent. And I wanted to really debut in Korea first. And if they like my album, I can always go back anytime to England and perform there as well. But it was quite important for me to come back
to your motherland,
motherland,
where your mom is,
Yeah.
and so